Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. Yeah, we are doing mathematics because humanology is kind of boring after a while. So, uh, yeah, what's this about? Yeah, some raw algebra, number theory. Yeah. All right. Uh, yeah, we're gonna erase that. We are done with it. So, uh, okay. So yeah, I slept on that population model problem, uh, and I ended up cheating by, well, first I grabbed my notebook to figure it out, to solve very basic differential equation that I learned in college, undergrad, calculus class, undergrad level. Uh, then I couldn't even solve that simple differential equation problem, so I ended up looking it up, cheating in the internet. But I tried to do it myself though, with pencil and notebook, paper, paper notebook and mechanical pencil, on my bed. But I couldn't solve it. Okay, so why I forgot. It's been a long time. Yeah, so mathematical modeling many times it involves solving a differential equation, which is kind of art than science, and a lot of integration, differentiation. So I don't like calculus very much. Okay, calculus is powerful too, but it's too boring for me. All right, so that's why differential equation, well, it's useful in mathematical modeling and whatnot. I'm not good at it. Yeah, I don't like integration very much. It's become too like technical and oh my goodness, gets too boring. Uh, anyway, but here you have to do that. Okay, so the dn dt is equal to r times n. What is r? Is the reproduction, like number of children. Yeah. What is n? Well, n is function of t. Okay. N is equal to nt. Alright, is function of t is the number of animals or plants, number of species at given time t. Alright, so an initial population we call it n0. Alright. Uh, so uh yeah, so yeah, it's like you have n goes to the other way, so you have 1 over n dn is equal to r dt, and they do the integral on both sides from n from n0 to n. Okay, integral from t0 to t. Okay, T0 is just zero, right? So, and if you figure this out, then it becomes what logarithm, right? 1/n. If you integrate, it becomes logarithm. Okay, natural logarithm, ln. Okay, so uh, ln n minus ln n0 is equal to RT. So ln n is equal to ln n0 plus RT. So n is equal to n0 times e to the RT. Okay? Yeah. N of t. Right? Yeah. So that's how you derive it. This is plus. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of going fast because it's kind of basic. All right. So calculus. I'm kind of doing a lot of things in my head. Why? Because I read this in the internet yesterday. So kind of fresh in my memory. That's why I'm able to like skip some steps in between. But it's a calculus book, college calculus book, no mathematics major. All right, level of differential equation. Um, so differential equation is just fancy integration. That's pretty much it. All right, let me grab some water. Ah. By the way, yeah, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. We're doing some mathematics because, yeah, if we do human knowledge too much, it gets very boring. So we kind of oscillate between human knowledge and mathematics for the balance sake. And right, yeah. Sorry about my hair. So that's that. That's like, so I did some web surfing. Wikipedia, among others. Some other websites are better than Wikipedia in many different ways. So went to other websites. So this is more Malthus model, population growth. Malthus, the economist, the exponential, geometric growth of population. All right, and this is true for bacteria. Bacteria is so small; it requires very small resource amount of resources. All right, bacteria is tiny, so binary fission. Bacteria become divided in half and become two of them, right? I mean, it's not very simple process. Bacteria have the plasmid DNA, circular DNA, right? They need to replicate that. That's not an easy process at all right? But bacteria relatively do it very quickly. Okay. Yeah, biologists, microbiologists, they study bacteria in very much. So bacteria, they're very popular among microbiologists or any other biologists, okay, who study like DNA replication, whatever. Okay, bacteria is a very complex organism. So is virus. Virus is a lot simpler than bacteria. Okay, but it's not easy to understand them. Okay, yeah, it gets very complex very quick in biology. All right, so but bacteria, they're so tiny, they can multiply like there's no tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so for bacteria, yeah, this equation is very much true. Exponential growth. One become two, two become four, four become eight becomes 16. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, well, bacterial population, okay, so you have one bacteria, right? It divides into two. So this fourth generation, second generation, it's like there are two of them, right? Third generation, each of them divided into two, okay? So it's like they have one baby. Each of them have one baby, and they survive. The parent survive after uh, giving birth to one baby. Okay, so then in nth generation, the number of population in nth generation, well, tenth generation is equal to two to the teeth. Okay, which is different from this because base of this power is two here, and it's not e. All right. According to this guy, this is supposed to be n zero times e to the uh, e to the t. Why? Because it's giving only one baby, so I think R should be one in this case, or is it two? I don't know, but at least it has similar form, exponential function. Okay, maybe it's some kind of approximation. I don't know. All right. Yeah. Again, I'm not very good at calculus. Okay, but that's the general idea. All right. Yeah. I don't know. Let me look at the calculus book. Okay, it's somewhere. It's same brand of calculus, James Stewart, Only Transcendentals. Yeah, this is the calculus book they used when I was in Madison, Wisconsin, taking calculus. Let's go to index. Population growth of bacteria. Hmm. Okay, so dNdt is like this. Let's say per day dt per time. This is the speed of, okay, d is delta, the differential. Okay, delta n meaning how many more number was the increase in population, n is number of individuals, could be bacteria, people, or plant, whatever species we are talking about. Okay, so number of individuals in that species given per day was the uh, increase, change in the population. That's the delta n, change in population. It could be positive, it could be negative. Okay, right. So per day. Okay, dt is always positive. Okay, so yeah, but dn can be negative. Okay, so if population decreases. Now, uh, in bacterial growth, it's like r times n, meaning r is the kind of like number of children, kinda. Okay, so uh, something like that. N is the population size. So, uh, alright. So what this differential equation is saying is this: the given per day, what's the number of population increase? Delta. Well, how many individuals got newly born? All right. It depends on how many children each individual produces, right? Yeah, like rabbits. Let's say rabbits per day produce 3 babies each rabbit. Okay. And how many rabbits are there? Let's say there are 10 rabbits. Each of them produces 3 baby rabbits. So then how many baby rabbits are there per day? 30. Each adult rabbit give birth to 3 baby rabbits. And there are 10 adult rabbits. So per day, okay? Then what's the increase in rabbit population? How many brand new rabbit babies are there? Yeah, 3 times 10. Okay. So that's what this difference equations talk about. Okay? And if you solve that, you just integrate it, right? And then the equation nt that satisfies this differential equation turns out to be the exponential function. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's what they're talking about here. But they say this is approximation. All right. Yeah. So E is natural number, the Euler's number, right? Like 2.7 about. All right. Which is not too different from 2. So, because we know, I of course there's some calibration, right? Here we have generation to T doesn't exactly stand for time. Uh, T it corresponds to generation, right? Um, so T here and T over there is slightly different. Okay, so yeah. But the basic idea is the same. Okay, so yeah. So we got the bacterial growth model where basically resource is infinite. Bacteria is so small, it does not require a lot of resource to grow, to multiply. It's in a situation as if resource is infinite. There's no upper limit in the resources. Now, the next step, which is also in this book, but I did not learn it when I was in college. Okay, I did not major in mathematics. Okay, but in the same book, there's another model that's more like sigmoid curve. It's more like a logistic curve where the resource is finite. Okay, here you have exponential growth, right? But in sigmoid, the growth goes up exponentially, then it slows down and it flattens, curve flattens. The sigmoid curve. Okay, that's when there are limited finite resources. Okay. Uh, yeah. So that'll be our next step. Okay. So we grab another whiteboard and we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. All right. Let's take 5 minutes. Yeah. Doing mathematics. Okay. Mm. Well, before we move to the next step, let's think about Malthus. He didn't do this. Malthus, he used infinite series, geometric series. Okay, let's get back to the basics. Okay, because it's, it bothers us. 2 to the t, e to the t, they are not the same. Where n0 here is 1, right? So n0 is just 1. Initial population, okay? E is 2.7. That's not same as 2. So we want to get to the bottom of this. Because it's kind of bothering our back of mind, back of head a little bit. Okay, so let's get to the bottom of this, okay? Malthus did not use differential equation. Okay, back in the days, Malthus, he's old timer. All right, I don't think he knew any differential equation. Okay, he used geometric series. Okay, so let's get back to the basics. Let's do it how Malthus did it. Why he called it geometric growth? Because geometric series. Okay, yeah, we get back to the basics. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay. This mathematics book. Let's put a bookmark or somewhere so that we can fold it. How about toilet paper? Yeah, we bookmarked it, so let's put it back in the shelf. Yeah, the logistic model will do it later. Okay, but that's later. First, let's try to understand why it's not 2 to the t but e to the t, which is not a small difference. As big as 0.7 out of 2, that's like almost 50% error. Okay, 30% error, that's big error. Okay, so it's not a small difference. Okay, so yeah. By the way, a couple of nights ago, I watched this X-File episode called The Pusher. It's one of my favorite X-File episodes. Okay. Ah, boy. Russian roulette, right? You should not do it in real life, but in movies, TV shows, yeah, X-File, they did that, The Pusher, and also 24 TV show, Jack Bauer. Yeah, there's some Prison Break, they did play Russian roulette. In a movie, okay? In a movie, yeah, in a fictional setting, yeah, it's dramatic. Yeah, but nobody should do it in real life. There are some incidents that some children play Russian roulette and they sometimes die. Okay, it should not happen in the real life. Okay, so that's nonsense. Okay, but in a movie, yeah, yeah, because it's fiction, nobody dies there. Okay, even in a movie, they should be careful. Okay, Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee, he died from movie set where the gun is supposed to be blank, but it was real bullet. Somebody made a mistake. Okay, horrible incidents like that. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, gun safety. Okay, so nah, even blanks can be very very dangerous. Some people get seriously injured from the blanks. Okay, so because it's still having explosives in there. Okay, so, nah. But when I was the U.S. Army, yeah, we were trained with M16, AR-15, right? Assault rifle, semi-automatic. Yeah, sometimes we use we would use blanks, okay, during the training. All right. So, okay. Anyways, uh, population growth. Okay. So geometric growth and arithmetic growth. Okay. So the way Malthus, economist Malthus, he initially thought was population growth is like let's say initially two, okay, and each of them make three babies. Well, let's say initially population one, okay, and then they make three babies. It's not binary fission, but triple fission, okay. All right. So three babies, right? Bacteria they never die; they live forever. Okay, they have circular DNA, plasmid, right? So there's no telomere shortening, right? Yeah. Bacteria they only die if we boil them. Okay. Otherwise they just divide and divide and divide. The bacteria we see now, how many years old? It's like hundreds of millions, I guess. I don't know. Years old. It just divide and divide and divide, right? Then if bacteria divide into two, which is parent and which is child? It's an ontological question, okay, philosophical question. Yeah, there's no difference between child and parent in the world of bacteria binary fission. Okay, they live forever. Okay, they die only if we boil them. Cooking pot. Okay. So anyway, let's say triple. Uh, no, binary fission. Okay. No. Well, if bacteria divide into three, it means it's as if bacterial parent and two children. So this parent, this child one, child two. There's triple fission. Okay. Right. So total one plus two. Now, next generation. Generation one, generation two, generation three. Okay. Well, time one, time two, time three. Okay. Initially, there's only one bacteria, but it gives off two babies. So total population three. Okay. And third time, each of them give two babies. Okay. So you have two plus two plus two. All right. Babies. Right. But parents, they survive. Right. So you have one parent, two children. Right. And parent give two babies. So you be uncles. Right. And each children give two babies. So you have two babies, which is grandchildren, and two babies, grandchildren. Okay, so that's two and two. Okay, this two is uncles, two uncles. Parent, bacteria parent, they never age. Okay, why? Because in bacterial division, binary fission or triple fission, okay, there's no distinction between who is baby and who is parent. They just divide into two. Strange, right? That's why they live forever. Okay? Because there's no difference between child and parent. They just divide into two. Okay, so yeah, it's symmetric. That's bacterial binary fission. Okay. Which is magical. Symmetric division. Binary fission. Bacterial binary fission. Okay. It's very circular. Okay. Just like bacterial plasmid DNA. Okay. Symmetric. Circular symmetry kind of. No difference between child and parent. That's why they live forever. Okay. They don't age. Right. So philosophy of bacteria. Okay. All right. So and then these are number of children, right? But you still have number of parents, three of them. Okay. So then what's the total? Uh, nine. Okay. Yeah. Number four. Uh, it's like let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's see the pattern. So next generation. Okay, so from here to there is three times, right? Because triple fission. Okay, and each of them, all those three individuals, right? One survive, and each of them give out two babies, right? So it becomes three again. Okay, so yeah, in nth generation, the number of bacteria becomes three to the teeth. Okay, because of triple fission. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. In finite series, okay, it goes like um, boy. I mean, the formula for geometric series, you have a zero plus summation. Whatever. All right. This is equal to I minus 1 a 0 times r something like r to the n minus 1, something like that, okay? Something like that. All right. So, man, it's been a long time. All right. So, I'm fumbling a little bit. we get to the bottom of this. All right, I just take some time for me to remember. Hey. Mm. Because according to this differential equation model, uh, so here you have two babies. So e to the 2t, r should be 1. I mean, r should be 2. 3 minus 1, okay. But e to the second, so which is this, okay, so it's like 2.7 square. That's definitely not 3. 2.7 squared. What is it? Somewhere between 4 and 9. Because 2.7 is between 2 and 3, right? Somewhere between 2 and 9, maybe 8, something like that. So it's big difference, okay? So it's not quite matching, all right? So I'm trying to understand why it's not matching. Differential equation model and this plain vanilla just, no idea, okay? And what's the relationship with geometric series? I don't even know, okay? Something's not adding up. I don't know why. So that's the difference between us, secular scholar, private academics, and people in the ivory tower, PhDs, professors, graduate students. They just keep learning and learning. They never question what our ancestors did. But we question our ancestors, metaphysical ancestors. Okay, even from the very basic level like this, and that's why we were able to disprove Einstein's special and general relativities. We also disproved Alfred Marshallian supply and demand curve. Okay, we found alternative to that. We made a lot of achievement here. Okay, academically, because we questioned them. We questioned the established academic tradition. All right. Hmm. Yeah, it's not exactly geometric series actually. All right. Yeah, it just isn't. We'll take 5 minutes break, maybe 10 minutes. All right, and we grab another whiteboard, and yeah, we'll just come up with our own model. All right. We're not gonna think about differential equation or this geometric series. No, no. Okay, we'll do our own thing. Okay, we'll deviate from differential equation. We'll deviate from methods. All right, we'll do our own thing. Okay, so and come up with a better population growth model. Okay, all right. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so maybe 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, script new whiteboard. Okay, so so bacteria they never die. Okay, because there's no distinction between who's parent, who's child, and it's how about human being? I mean, our ancestry go way back to Adam and Eve. I mean, if you subscribe to Judeo Christianity, right? I or Abrahamic religion like Islam. Okay, yeah, goes way back to Adam and Eve, right? Before that, God, right? Yeah, if you subscribe to Abrahamic religion, religious tradition, right? So, yeah, we have some genes in us from Adam and Eve or whoever way back. Okay, so that's the ancestry, right? Yeah, it's in us. Our ancestors, it's in our gene. Right? We're very similar to our ancestors in many ways, right? Yeah, because we have genes. It's like binary fission, kind of. Okay. Yeah, sperms, eggs. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as a species, yeah, we live forever too. As a species, not as an individual. All right. But when it comes to bacteria, parents they don't die. It's a binary fission. Okay. Parents, they parental bacterium is still divided because there's no distinction between child and parent in bacterial world. They live forever. Okay, so how interesting, right? Yeah, it's kind of biological philosophy, right? Yeah, circle of life, circular plasmid DNA. Anyways, okay. Let's say initially there are two bacterium. Okay, and again it's triple fission, meaning it has two children. Okay, so next generation, one parent, two children. All right, so two, two times three, two times three. Okay, okay. So so this fourth generation, second generation, third generation. Okay, to generalize that, nth generation, the number, well, tth generation. Okay, is equal to uh initial population two times three to the t minus one. Okay, all right. So in general, is equal to initial population n zero times what is three? That's the number of children, right? Reproduction factor, number of children, plus one to the t minus one. So that's the correct equation. Okay. Forget about the e natural logarithm, differential equation, or geometric series. Forget it. Forget it. This is correct equation. Okay. So this is correct equation for bacterial population model. All right. Traditional calculus book, it was interesting, okay, but there's some lesson there. We like it, but we deviate from it. Mm. We don't care what's mainstream in academia, as mainstream as calculus textbook. Okay, we do our own thing, all right, based upon our education. Okay, but we can always deviate. Yeah, kind of mutation, right? That's what drives evolution, progress. All right, so cool. All right, this is the qualification. All right, or bacterial growth. Hmm. R is number of children. Okay, number of children. All right, yeah, I mean calculus is fun if it's not too difficult. Differential equation can be very fun. Okay, if it's not too involved. All right, so we'll do both. Okay, yeah. But we came up with our own bacterial growth model. It is way better than others. All right. We don't need to think about geometric series. All right. Yeah, like parents plus children plus grandchildren plus. Well, it's one way to look at it, but we don't have to. Okay, because in bacteria, uh, it's not distinguishable. All right. So it's easy, right? And it gets more complex. Again, bacteria never dies. That's why its growth is exponential. But how about plants? Do they ever die? Well, virus, they never die either. Unless we boil it. If we boil bacteria or virus, why do they die? Because protein is a long chain of amino acids folded up in three-dimensional kind of spherical structure, protein folding. Okay? Yeah, I studied computational biology, so some of our professors, what they studied is protein folding in silico simulation, which is really cool. Okay, yeah, some of our professors study that. Okay, so yeah, and some others in computational biology, bioinformatics, yeah, they sequence analysis of DNA to find some pattern. Okay, yeah, DNA like ATGC, long chain of this DNA. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, bioinformatics. Well, that's one part of computational biology. Protein folding, another, and computational drug designing. Okay, there are many different fields in computational biology. It's a big field. All right. So also some other professors in computational biology, like systems biology. Okay. Um, yeah, it's a big field. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so protein is a long amino acid polypeptide chain. They fold up in three-dimensional structure, and when you heat it up, the three-dimensional protein structure changes. So that protein, deformed protein due to heat, it stops functioning. The three-dimensional structure is deformed. Okay, so this protein cannot function, right? That's why homeostasis of temperature is so important for a living organism to survive. If it's too cold, too hot, then the three-dimensional protein structure they start to deform, become different shape. So protein three-dimensional structure is temperature dependent. If it's too cold, too hot, the three-dimensional structure of protein they change and stop functioning. So that's the importance of even temperature homeostasis. temperature control in living organism. Okay, so we heat up the bacteria, virus, or animal, they die because their protein cannot function. Okay, that's one way to look at it. Right? Because all the interaction by physiological, molecular level biochemistry is based on the structure of protein, carbs, lipids, their interaction, their shape, and also conformation, this electrostatic, partial electricity. Okay, the plus here, minus here, minus here, plus here, so they bind or repel, whatever. Okay, yeah, molecular binding, temporary binding. Okay, so that's the physiology. All right. So when proteins or carbs, lipids, they change shape, then they cannot quite bind like they're supposed to, like lock and key. All right. If you melt the key, metal, it cannot open the lock. Eh? It's like that. So if you heat up protein, it become different shape. So this key and lock mechanism doesn't work. Like if you melt the key in a fire, it cannot open this lock because now it's different shape. Okay, so physiology is like that too. Huh? Okay, brain dump. All right, yeah. Let's take 5 minutes. Okay, I need some vocal rest. So we got this. Okay, yeah, we came up with brand new bacterial, better bacterial growth model equation. Oh yeah, sure. R is the number of children. Okay, two. It's it's not binary fission. It's triple fission. No bacteria does this. They're all binary fission. Okay, but hypothetically, a rabbit having two children. Okay, so number of children plus one parent. Okay, and but because bacteria live forever, it's easy. Okay, but what if how about plants or animals? Plants, they can't live forever too. Okay, how about animals? Animals have finite life. That's for sure, right? Uh, so there's death in animals. Parental animals, they eventually die, right? So, okay, then we have to modify this equation to account for death, right? We think about that after 5 minutes, okay? So, good, good. Yeah, we are we are trying to model population, right? Population modeling. All right, we'll take 5 minutes. All right. Yeah. How interesting. Okay. So we got it for bacteria population growth model. It was easy enough because they never die. They don't age. They live forever. Okay, bacteria. How cool is that, huh? We're gonna walk up the revolution tree, evolution hierarchy. Our next step in the evolution ladder, plant area. Yeah, in the elementary school, yeah, we used to do experiment. Plant area regeneration, okay, and so it also is asexual reproduction mode. It's like binary fission, traverse fission, whatever. Okay, yeah, but they have fixed lifespan, 3 years. I looked it up in the cell phone internet. Yeah, so they have finite lifespan, and they're just like bacteria, binary fission, asexual reproduction. Okay, but even bacteria have some sexual mode of just genetic exchange. This male bacteria, female bacteria. Male bacteria extend arm to exchange the genetic material. Okay, that happens. Okay, that kind of is similar to intercourse, sexual intercourse. Okay, bacteria they do that. Okay, to exchange genetic material. Okay, what's it called? I don't remember, but it's there. I learned that when I was taking biology class in Madison, Wisconsin. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, they do that. Microbiology is fascinating field. Yeah. Let's take a break. Okay. When I was in Madison, Wisconsin, I registered to take botany, plant biology, but it was great class. It's microscope, look at plant cells. Oh, beautiful, right? You have this tree leaf, right? This is circulation of fluid, like almost like blood vessel. It was so beautiful. Okay, in the microscope. Beautiful. Why I dropped that class? Why? I did not like my classmates. They were mean. I'm like, what's wrong with these guys, girls? I'm like, I was like, I don't have time for this. Okay, so I dropped that class. Yeah. Also, Madison, Wisconsin, kind of second semester filmmaking class. Actually, we used film like 60 millimeter, 80 millimeter. I dropped that class because I did not like my classmates. Okay, they were so mean, rude. You know what? I don't have time for this. So yeah, drop the class. I don't have time for drama. People being mean. Yeah, I dropped that class. Yeah, some classes. Yeah, I just dropped them. Okay, because I did not like my classmates. Okay, no time for that. So yeah. Anyways, uh, planaria. All right. Or Hydra. All right. Does Hydra also have fixed lifespan? Let's look at it. It also has this asexual reproduction mode. Hydra. 4 years. Yeah, Hydra. Asexual reproduction mode. Kind of like bacteria. Right? Very primitive animals, like flatworm, whatever. Okay, so Hydra look like anemone, but planaria looks like flatworm. You divide in half, regrow, regeneration. Okay, whatever. Hey, so what's the population growth model for that? when there's finite lifespan, death, right? Unlike bacteria, okay. But before that, uh, let's talk about this sigmoid function. All right, it's like this. Okay, dn dt is equal to uh, what r times n 1 minus n over m. That's the logistic function. If you solve this differential equation, it becomes something like n is equal to 1 over 1 plus e to the minus t. Something like this, okay? Yeah, sigmoid function, all right? 0.5, 1 half, okay? And here's 1. And sigmoid function goes like this, okay? T goes to minus infinity, okay? E to the infinity, infinity. 1 over infinity, 0, right? T goes to positive infinity, e to the minus infinity, 0. 1 over 1, 1, okay? When t is 0, e to the 0 is 1, 1 over 2, okay? So, yeah. Last night, yeah, I looked at some website. It was not Wikipedia, okay? So they explained how to derive this sigmoid function out of this differential equation. It was quite involved, but I followed through. I understood what they did. Okay, that was impressive. Okay, yeah, differential equation. Okay, yeah, it was good. I was able to understand what they were doing. Okay, so yeah, this logistic function, sigmoid function, is hugely important in it's like education curve, okay, or like population. It has huge implications. It's very important function. It came from this population logistic model. What is M? Is the maximum capacity, maximum population. Okay, yeah. How do you understand this equation? Yeah, it's modification. They just add one term, minus n over m. Okay. Before that, it's just traditional differential equation for bacterial population growth. Okay. So they added just subtracted, added one term, minus n over m. Okay. They made a very big difference. Okay. So it was some Dutch mathematical biologist, right? Who kind of died early, right? I think he died in his 40s. Okay, so what's his name? Uh, just to recognize his contribution. Not very well known, okay, so, but there's Wikipedia article about him, alright, so. And his name is also mentioned in the calculus book as well. Pierre Francois Verhulst. So he kind of French, German, right? Yeah. French mathematician, Dutch, whatever. Okay. So very interesting. Okay, if maximum population is infinity, like there's no finite resource is infinite, space is infinite. Why? Because the species we are talking about is very tiny, small bacterium. Okay? Unlimited resources, unlimited space because bacteria are so small. It requires very little space. It requires very little resource to survive and reproduce. So yeah, m going to infinity, maximum population limit, infinity, n over infinity is zero. So it reduced to plain vanilla bacterium population model. Okay. Okay. What if m is equal to n? The current population is the same as maximum population, the limitation. Okay. Okay. 1 minus 1 is 0. So their d and dt is 0, meaning there's no population change. It's optimal. Okay. So population does not decrease, does not increase, it's just stay the same. Okay. Now, what if so we are looking at n and m. What if n is bigger than m, meaning overpopulation? Okay. Yeah, n is bigger than m. N is the current number of population. M is the maximum capacity, space, resource, constraint, limitation. If current population is bigger than what environment can sustain, maximum population, then this fraction become more than 1. So 1 minus a number bigger than 1 become negative, right? So this whole thing on the right hand side of the equation become negative, meaning d and dt become negative speed, meaning population decreases. Yeah, some animals die, some species. Okay, die of starvation, war, okay, competition. So some animals maybe engage in cannibalism because there's no food. They eat each other. Cannibalism, that's war. Okay, people stealing from each other. War, crimes, theft. So population decreases. Huh? It's a very nice equation. Very instructive and very intuitive. Okay, that Dutch, French, German, whatever mathematician. Okay, a huge contribution. Okay, very huge contribution. All right, but he died early. All right, it's too bad. Yeah, Herr Verhulst or Mozilla, François Verhulst. Okay, so kind of French, German, I guess. Pierre François Verhulst. Verhulst. Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's there, okay? They figured it all out, okay? They solved this differential equation and came up with this, and but we're not gonna do it. It's too involved, right? So, but I was able to understand what they're doing, okay? Because yeah, my high school mathematics, college mathematics, it was enough to understand solving this differential equation, okay? So it was quite involved, but I read it, I understood, all right? It's somewhere out there in the internet, okay? So it's very well known stuff. So yeah. Such words, such phrase, yeah. Logistic population model. If you look it up, you'll find it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, population grow, but it reached this maximum. Okay, the curve flattens. So stabilization of population. Okay, yeah. So that's the idea. Okay. Yeah, this equation derived from this differential equation. Okay, it's a solution for this differential equation. All right, so they figured it all out. Okay, and it was good. All right, review of mathematics, algebra, calculus. Yeah, calculus can be fun. Integration can be fun too. Yes. Sometimes it's magical, but I don't want to overdo it. All right, it's too bulky, quantitative, way too technical. Sometimes, but just a little bit. Yeah, it's fun. Like philosophy, right? Some philosophy is like poetic. It's like intellectual entertainment. Okay, like Immanuel Kant, Arthur Schopenhauer, Martin Heidegger. Okay, yeah, some of their philosophy, even Plato, Socrates, like symposium. Okay, like symphony. Yeah, a lot of philosophy has some aesthetic quality, intellectual entertainment, like poetic. Right? It's not always about the truth, finding the truth. All right. Even in mathematics, yeah, sometimes it's more about aesthetics, mathematical aesthetics, beauty, as opposed to practical application, significance, like in applied mathematics, right? Many times mathematics is very theoretical, it's about beauty, aesthetics. Okay. Yeah. Politics, business, science, engineering, sometimes it's about beauty, it's about entertainment, it's about fun, not about money, saving lives, creating jobs, not always. Politics, science, engineering, business. Many times it's about having fun as opposed to making money, being practical, creating jobs, not always. Okay? Many times it has to do with aesthetics, beauty, okay, yeah. Entertainment. Okay? Yeah. Even in Hollywood, it's not always about entertainment, beauty. Sometimes they do ugly things like masked singer, masked dancer, or dancing with a star. They do some ugly, horrendous things, right? It's like, is this end of the world? Abomination, right? So Hollywood, they are not always about beauty. Many times it's about business, making money. So in this day and age, year 2021, ugly things are more popular. They make more money, business. So Hollywood, they do some ugly things, horrible looking things, okay, to make money. So Hollywood entertainment business, it's not always about entertainment, beauty. Sometimes it's not about arts, it's about making money. So when ugly things are popular, they produce ugly things in Hollywood. Okay, so arts, science, entertainment business, academia, yeah, we can see some similarity there, right? It's about money, not always about beauty. Okay, it's not always about money. Sometimes it's about beauty. Okay, so go back and forth, right? Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah, some cultural critics, criticism, social commentary, social service. Yeah. Yeah, so good morning. It's Alaska Saturday morning. All right. So this Mr. Verhulst's equation, differential equation, yeah, it's speed of population growth. It could be negative or positive, right? So 1 minus n over m, m standing for maximum, n number of individuals in the population, okay? So when n and m, they are the same, 1 minus 1, 0, so there's no growth or decrease of population, it's just stay the same. Flat curve, flat line, okay? But when n is smaller than m, is less than 1 fraction, so 1 minus a number less than 1, that's positive number. So there's population growth because it did not, population is less than maximum population. The environment can sustain, right? So population growth. Now, overpopulation scenario, yeah, the number of population is exceeding the maximum capacity environment can sustain. Overpopulation. So 1 minus a number bigger than 1, that's negative. So speed of population growth is turned negative. Population decreases. Overpopulation, people are too crowded. There are fights, wars, cannibalism, okay, and there are diseases because people are not maintaining social distancing, okay, so they're too close together, okay, so when some viral bacterial mutation happens, like coronavirus situation, if people are too populated, crowded, yeah, disease spread like wildfire, right? Dry forest. So social distancing, it does make sense, some biological sense, okay. So yeah, in Alaska, it's very sparsely populated, so coronavirus is not a big problem in Alaska. Look at me, I'm healthy. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, mask wearing, face covering, I think that's fine. What I oppose is mandatoriness. Okay, so because I don't like mandatory stuff. This is America, country of freedom, right? It's very counter to American value of freedom, right? Yeah. That's why we conservatives did not vote for President Biden, all right? Now President Biden. Back then, President-elect. Before that, presidential candidate, ex-VP, Mr. Joe Biden. Well, congratulations, okay. But we have some concerns about him, okay. Too much mandatory. Cranking out executive orders, okay. His party people, Democratic Party people, right, give it to him. He just signed it. Rubber stamping, okay. Party line. Yeah, Keystone Pipeline, no. Anwar oil and gas development, no. Rubber stamping with this party line, party, puppet, parakeet. Yeah, President Joe Biden, President Trump, President Barack Obama. Party, puppet, parakeet. Yes, man. They say yes to Republican Party agenda, Democratic Party agenda, rubber stamp, okay. As those President Obama, President Trump, President Joe Biden, no better than parakeet, who only know how to say yes. That's all they're doing. That's what they did. But President Trump's case, worse than the parrot, okay. Yeah, this Capitol Hill incident, okay. He's very much responsible for that whole thing, okay. So he's in trouble, big trouble, okay. Financial trouble, legal trouble, okay. I feel sorry for him, right? He made a big mistake, okay. Election fraud, that allegation, okay, misleading. delusion. Yeah, I feel sorry for him. Okay. Anyways, so we are done with this. Okay, let's bring brand new whiteboard and try to model planaria, hydra, fixed lifespan. So those animals do die after 4 years, 3 years. Okay. Yeah, but at the same time, binary fission, asexual reproduction, just like bacterium. Okay, so that'll be our next step. But we're not going to do it now. Why? We did enough mathematics. Okay, let's take a break. Okay, yeah. Whew. Let's snap out of all this. Put this behind us. So population growth model when there is death. Bacteria they live forever. Circular plasmid DNA, no telomere shortening. Okay, but planarium, hydra, they are multicellular organism. Okay, so their DNA is not circular like bacteria is. Okay, they are more evolved species. Okay, so there's telomere shortening. What is telomere shortening? Well, whenever DNA replicates itself, DNA transcription. Okay, yeah, at the end of the DNA, that's what's called this telomere sequence. It gets shortened and shortened. Okay, this one reason of aging. Okay, there's some other reasons of aging, like entropy, accumulation of this waste inside of a cell, blah blah blah, oxidation, free radicals. Okay, because when I was in Cornell, PhD candidate for computational biology in computer science department, I was very interested in the aging process or anti-aging. Okay, why? I was in my 20s. It was like year 2004 to 2006, 2 years. I was like 26, 28, right? I wanted to live forever. Yeah. Even in Christianity, they talk about eternal life. Jesus Christ, the gift of God is eternal life, right? Yeah. When you are young, right? Yeah, you don't want to die, but as you get old, your your point of view about death changes. Okay, why? Because as you get old, your body ages. You have a lot of backache, neck ache, knee pain as one ages, health problems. Life can become painful, right? So, and as you age, you have accomplished many things. So, as you get older and older, your view about death changes. But when you're young, you're healthy, you're happy, you want to live forever, right? Let me get that spider. Yeah, as you get older and older, you accomplish many things and you have enjoyed your life and your body is aching. So as you get older and older, you become more accepting of death. Okay, when you're young, you're healthy, happy, you want to live forever, right? But as you get older and older, uh, it's not like you become suicidal. I'm not saying that, but you become more accepting of concept of death because You live like long life. Let's say you're 90 years old. You've seen it all. You experienced many good things. You enjoyed your life, and you have some accomplishment, achievement to leave behind to the future generation. And your body is aching. It's very painful to live with old body, right? So you become more accepting of death as you get older and older. Okay, so that's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, yeah, it's not suicidalism. No, we oppose that, right? Yeah, we want to live as long as possible. Okay. Why? If we are old, if I'm old, I have a lot of knowledge, wisdom. I may be old. I may depend on social security, but I have great value as an old person because I can teach, educate people, younger people who need who are hungry for wisdom and knowledge. So my old person has some good value as a teacher. Okay. So yeah, it behooves us that we protect and preserve elderlies so that they live long, so that they educate young people. Okay. Yeah. Elderly's lives matter. Okay. A lot. Right. So yeah, population growth model for planarium, Hydra. Maybe our next step. I sleep on it, okay? So yeah. Because I haven't thought about it. Yeah. So in our previous equation for bacterial growth model, we have this constant R, reproduction constant. How many children does this bacteria will have? Okay. Yeah. In our example, it was two. Yeah, triple fission, right? Yeah, so one parent of bacteria, two children bacteria. So triple fission, that's fictional, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. So that reproduction factor was two. One bacterium give birth to two children bacteria per reproduction event. Triple fission. Okay. So now planarium, right? Yeah. That's the triple fission planarium reproduction mode. But we'll have to introduce another factor, lifespan of 3 years. Okay. So there be the second constant in our next equation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We don't like to think about death because it's so negative. Okay, it's like when we play a video game, it's like game over. Oh no, we want to keep on playing this video game. Game over. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. You play Galaga, Bubble Bubble, Super Mario, right? They're enemies. Video games. Yeah, we can make some philosophy out of video games. Okay. Yeah, games. It's about rules, set of rules. You have Galaga, Bubble Bubble, Super Mario. You have enemies. Okay. Video game, you are the nice guy. Opponents in video game like Nintendo. Okay. Before that, it was San Francisco, San Jose, Silicon Valley. What's that company? I don't remember. It's, yeah, the Steve Jobs used to work for that company. Okay, so arcade video game. Video game came from America. Okay, and later on, Japanese they learned it. Okay, it was original American computer programmers. Anyways, yeah, in a video game, there's good versus evil, like Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrian, Iran, Persian religion. Okay, this dualism between good and evil. That's video game. Okay, you're a nice guy. You have enemies. They are bad. So they try to kill each other. It's like war between good and evil. Very much Zoroastrianism. War between good and evil. That's not Jesus. It's Zoroastrianism. Persian religion of fire. Right. Yeah. Heaven and earth, like afterlife, hell, heaven and hell, good and evil, that dualism, it came from Persia, Zoroastrianism. All right. Yeah. Jesus learned from them. Pharisees, Persians. Okay, so that's one theory, and I think they have some credibility there. All right. We'll take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, I need some vocal rest. So yeah. So, yeah, we don't want to think about death. It's so negative. Okay. But population growth model, yeah, we have to think about it. Okay. We are dealing with science, so we need to exclude our emotion, right? Yeah, we don't want anybody to die, but according to Zoroastrian tradition adopted by Jesus, Christianity, maybe there's afterlife. Maybe death is just transition, moving out from this life to another life. Okay, so no problem then. Okay, but plan area, Hydra, population growth, we have to think about it. Okay, so okay, yeah. As a scientist, right? I mean, look, there are morticians, police officers, detectives, right? Who deal with all those dead people, dead bodies. Yeah, autopsy. There's science, okay? There's criminal forensic investigation. So it's not about dead people per se. It's more about live people. How to solve these crimes. How to catch these serial murderers. Right? We appreciate forensic investigators, morticians who conduct autopsy. Yeah, in X File episodes. Yeah, Agent Scully, right? Autopsy. Yeah. It's not very pleasant kind of line of work, but labor is labor. Yeah, all works. They're not very pleasant. Okay, that's why we make money. Copium neutralization, right? Plus and minus. We work, pain, we get money, pleasure, plus and minus. become zero, homeostasis, nirvana, right? It's not death. No, no. It's not flatlining. No, it's not that. Okay, so equanimity, balance, peace of mind, right? Plus and minus. We want zero. We want balance. Okay, so yeah, we work, pain, we get money, pleasure. So plus one, minus one, cancel each other. We can sleep good at night. Okay, so I did write about that in this copiomology, humanology paper. Okay, so homeostasis. Okay, all right, we take 5 minutes. Okay, yeah. Good morning, happy Saturday morning in us, guys. Dawn is breaking. It's become morning. Sun rising. Pretty back there. Okay, yeah. Deep dark blue. Alaska morning in the winter. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. But hey, we are about life. We want to live as long as possible. We don't like death, it's too negative, but we are not just novelists, poets. We are scientists too. So we have to talk about death. All right. It's not death equation. It's not death star. All right. It's a population model. Yeah, planetarium, Hydra, fixed lifespan of 4 years, 3 years. Okay, they do die. Okay, with the animals. Then what would population would look like after they die? Okay, we have to think about this. Okay, all right, we'll give it 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, let's talk about psychology. Okay, yeah, psychologists, they're smart. I get it. Okay, they talk about white extinction anxiety or separation anxiety. Okay, yeah, people who are we have friends and families, so we don't want anybody to die. We want to be together, see them, interact with them, right? Yeah, separation anxiety. Okay, whatever, right? So good observation, right? Terminology wise, yeah, goods and bads, right? Whatever. So, but yeah, it's possible. Okay, heaven and earth come together, afterlife, this life, this world, life world, post-humus world, merging some Japanese animators imagination, somewhat religious. Okay, that's possible. Maybe some scientists may come up with anti-aging drugs, therapy. Who knows? Okay, we may live forever. Okay, yeah, in Judeo-Christianity, yeah, resurrection. Okay, yeah, it may happen. Who knows? Okay, we don't know. Right? But as scientists, we have to talk about animals. Okay, even if humans can live forever in the future, would we apply to that animals like as small as planaria, hydra, or would we just let them die? Because they will have children, hydra, planaria. We give them anti-aging drugs so that every single animal species would live forever. I don't think that's necessary. Okay, because they have intercourse, animals, and actually we need animals to die. Why? Because we need to eat them. We need some plants to die too. We need to eat to survive. Okay. Yeah, it's closed economy, zero sum game. All right. In order for us human beings to live, yeah, some animals and plants have to die. Right. Vegetarians, it's good diet, healthy vegan diet, vegetarian diet. Okay. I practice that. Okay. In the morning or yeah, in the evening, whatever. Healthy diet. Okay. But some plants die from vegetarian diet. Okay, so what's so special about animals? Okay, I mean vegetarians, vegans, we admire their healthy diet habit, but I mean, is plants lesser than animals? Is it okay to kill plants when it's not okay to kill animals? That's discrimination. Okay, when vegetarians, vegans eat plants, some plants do die. Seeds. Okay, if you're against abortion, what about plant seeds? The potential of life, plant life. Are plants lesser than us, human beings? Are plants lesser than animals? Is it okay to kill plants when it is not okay to kill animals? That's discrimination. All right? Perhaps unconstitutional discrimination case. Whatever. Yeah. We're just playing video games with concepts. Welcome to humanology, okay? We play video games with concepts, ideologies, right? Just a game. And intellectual entertainment. Okay. Right. So we have to introduce this constant lifespan to the equation, right? We already have one constant reproduction factor. How many children will this species have per given time? Yeah, two children, three children, okay, whatever. There's a reproduction rate factor R, okay, one constant. Yeah, initial population size N0. Yeah, that's another constant. That's trivial, okay? But we have to introduce another constant lifespan. Yeah, Hydra, 4 years, plan area, 3 years. Okay, so I sleep on it. Okay, so what would population size look like? Human beings, we may live forever. Maybe some anti-aging drug, anti-aging therapy. Yeah, some scientists may come up with that. Okay, no problem. Okay, but we are not going to give that anti-aging drug to every single individual plant area, animals, plants, hydra. Why? Because they will reproduce. Even if they die, their species will survive. They don't need the anti-aging drugs. Okay. But for us humans, maybe we want that. Okay. So yeah, we are not talking about human death. We are talking about animal death. Okay. Because who knows? Some scientists, anti-aging scientists, may come up with some kind of anti-aging drug or therapy, gene therapy, or whatever. Okay. Let them. Okay. Yeah. We are not talking about human death. We are talking about animal death, right? Death of planaria hydra, right? Because it's okay that they die, they reproduce. Binary fission, asexual or sexual mode of reproduction. As a species, they will survive. Okay, so we're not gonna give them anti-aging drugs. Okay, it's not necessary. All right. Yes, we are being discriminatory, unconstitutional. So okay, yeah, human lives matter more than animal lives, plant lives. Vegetarians, vegans, yeah, they're discriminatory. Okay, they're distinguishing animal lives being better than plant lives because they have no problem killing plants, but they have some problem with killing animals. Discriminatory. Okay, it's just the way it is. Okay, so when Capitol Hill incident happened, right? Smaller people, people who went to Capitol January 6th, year 2021, they got arrested. How about President Trump? Did he get arrested? He went to Florida, I guess. Mar-a-Lago. Or New York, Manhattan, New York, penthouse. When his supporters went to jailhouse. President Trump, former President Trump, he went to penthouse. Luxurious. Trump Tower, penthouse. Or Mar-a-Lago, this golf course, this. Okay, because he's higher up in social hierarchy. Little people who went to Capitol Hill, thousands of people. Many of them lost their jobs, went to jail, lost their career. How about former President Trump? Yeah, he lost his job. He's no longer president. Lost some money, but he's not in jail. He and his children, his family, yeah, still living high life. Life on a fast train, fast lane, Mar-a-Lago luxury, okay. But they are way up there. But how about little people? Are they useful idiots? They trusted, they believed in President Trump, but President Trump, he's not in jail. Only little people, small people, they are in jail. So is President Trump's lives matter more than smaller people? Well, yeah, that's the way of things. Even in America, even in democracy, capitalism, okay, there's this social hierarchy, okay. People with a lot of power, money, power, fame, they get away with things. Okay. Just like in nature, it's food pyramid, ecological triangle, right? It's just a way of things. Okay, so our recommendation is this: you should not rely on powerful celebrities, money, power, fame. Those people, they're self-serving, including President Trump, President Barack Obama, President Joe Biden. Okay, you should not rely on them. They're only people. Okay, they can only do so much. They have only 24 hours a day, just like the rest of us. They cannot take care of us. We should take care of ourselves. Okay? So some people blindly believed in President Trump, pro-Trumpers. They went to Capitol Hill, right? It was a big mistake. They should not have done so. Why? President Trump, he cannot take care of them. It's only one man, right? And yeah, he was wrong. He made big mistake encouraging that Capitol Hill protest. Okay, I think he should be convicted in this upcoming Senate trial, right? Because he's hugely responsible for that incident. 7 people died from it, right? He is the number one person who's responsible for the event. His greed, wanting to holding on to his power, presidency, 4 more years, right? 7 people died from it. For what? His greed, hunger for power. Does he even care about those 7 people who died there? And then, okay. In my opinion, President Trump, Mr. Former President Trump, he's not worthwhile to be loyal to. But some Republicans are still loyal to former President Trump. It's like blind belief, like religion, like Jesus, Muhammad, Allah, Buddha, Gautama Siddhartha, or Confucius, Lao Tzu. Okay, it's like religious blind belief. But President Trump, he's no saint. He's no Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. Okay, so this magic spell about President Trump, okay, yeah, it needs to be broken. Okay, so some Republicans still, at the end of January, worship President Trump, former President Trump. Okay, big mistake. Okay, they better wake up. Okay, he needs to be convicted in the Senate trial, in my opinion. Right, because he's responsible for 7 people's death. All right, he made a big mistake. Okay, he was too greedy, selfish, self-serving. All right, at least he needs to be convicted in the Senate trial next week. Okay, in my opinion, he was reckless, too greedy, power hungry. Right. Senate trial conviction is like slap on the hand. All right, it's nothing. He's not going to jail, even if he's convicted in Senate trial. Right. But if Republican senators decide not to convict him, I would be very disappointed. I would not be surprised though, because Americans, they're not that very well. Some Americans are very smart, but some other Americans not very smart, right? But President Trump, if I was the Republican senator representing Alaska, I would vote yes for his conviction, right? He was too greedy, misleading, and misguiding. I would convict him, okay, in Senate trial. Criminal trial, well, that's different story, different ballgame. Okay, but Senate trial conviction, it does not mean anything. Okay, so Republicans, they need to wake up. Okay, President Trump, he's no good. Okay, if some Republicans are still loyal to former President Trump, it's like it's they are turning politics into religion, blind belief. Okay, and I would not be surprised, but I'll be disappointed. All right. Yeah. But some Republicans are doing the right thing. Yeah, they impeach some Republican Congress people impeached him. Okay, and some senators, Republican senators, will say yes to his conviction in Senate trial. Right? Yeah, there are a few good people in the world, even in the Republican Party. Okay, I'm Republican. I'm no senator. I'm no congressman, but I, if I was, yeah, I'd vote for yes for his conviction in Senate trial. Right? Yeah. We take 5 minutes. Okay. So, but hey, long live the king. Let him live very long time. He's has some value. Okay, at least entertaining value. Okay. So, but we take 5 minutes. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. So welcome to humanology. We are doing science, politics. We are mixing everything together, right? That's how we do it here. Okay. Yeah. So hypothetically, yeah, there may be some anti-aging drug, anti-aging therapy. People live forever. Okay. We are not talking about death of people. That's too negative. Okay. But for animals and plants, insects, bugs, worms, it's okay that they die. A- Actually, we need them to die because we need to eat them. Okay, if you are vegetarian vegans, yeah, you kill and eat plants, right? If you are meat eater, yeah, you kill and eat animals. We need them to die because we need to eat them. Okay, there's this Dragon Ball Z, whatever Dragon Ball series, so funny. Yeah, Japanese animation animators imagination. Yeah, this dinosaur, this Sonogon, whatever, cut off this dinosaur's tail, and this dinosaur being a reptile, it regrow its tail. So cut off the tail of dinosaur and eat it, and the dinosaur regrow, regenerate its tail. Yeah, that can happen too. Okay, but even if humanity invent somehow anti-aging drug, anti-aging therapy, they're not gonna. We are not gonna apply give this anti-aging drug to all animals, bugs, worms, insects in this planet because that's not necessary. Okay, they reproduce. Yeah, some individual animals may die, but they have their children. Okay, as a species, they will survive. Okay, no anti-aging drugs for animals necessary. Okay, yeah, yeah, we're doing some fiction novel. All right, welcome to humanologies, potpourri of everything. All right. Okay. So for planarium, all right. So let's say, how about mayfly insect? Yeah, they die after they reproduce. In Korean word, harusari. Haru means one day. Sari means live. So harusari, mayflower, they live only one day. As an adult, as a larvae, yeah, they live for years, maybe 2 years. I don't know. Okay. But as an adult, after they reproduce, they die. Okay, so maybe that's good model species to study this lifespan factor, lifespan constant. Okay. Hypothetically, let's imagine a bacteria species. Okay. A bacteria give birth to two babies. Okay. After that, they die. Okay. Yeah. For simplicity. Okay. So, yeah, this triple fission bacteria who give birth to two babies. Let's say after that they die. Parent of bacteria. Okay. We're not going to feed this anti-aging drug to all the bacteria in the world. Okay. It's okay bacteria die, okay? It's hierarchy, okay? It's not okay for us, people die, but it's okay. Plants, animals, they die. Bacteria, bugs, insects, mayflower, mayflies. Yeah, it's okay that they die, but they reproduce. Alright? Because we don't really make distinction between one bacteria to another bacteria, one animal, another animal. Okay, so I mean, if you have pets, animal, cats, dogs, yeah, it doesn't matter to you, right? But when it comes to bacteria, bacteria A, bacteria B, what's the difference, right? We don't care, okay, who survived. So yeah, Mayflower, B. It makes no difference to us, okay? Yeah, genetically they are different, but we don't really care about Mayflower. Which one dies, which one survives, okay? So Mayfly, not Mayflower, that's a ship, right? Mayfly model, okay? Mayfly bacteria model, right? So one bacteria give birth to two children bacteria, okay? After that, it dies. I guess that'll be our starting point. Okay? Yeah. I'm kind of debating. Should we just do it now, or should I sleep on it? Should you sleep on it, or should we just do it together right now, here and now? Let's do it. Alright. Let's be diligent. Why? Because hey, I may die tomorrow. You may die tomorrow. Okay, so but today we are alive. So let's give it our best. Right. Let's exercise some diligence and discipline. Okay, so all right. You know, last night I watched this X-File episode, FBI. It was like Fight Club, right? Doppelganger. Very interesting, mathematically, okay. They say something like, yeah, if there are 10 possibilities, okay, of people, 10 different kinds of people, if there is only 10 kinds of people, okay, and what if there are 11 people, all right, then one of them will be a twin. It's like pigeonhole, pigeonhole principle, okay. If there are 10 pigeon house and there are 11 pigeons, then one of the pigeon house will have two pigeons at least, okay. Yeah, pigeonhole principle. I remember learning that in South Korea scientific high school. Okay, yeah, interesting concept. Uh, yeah, everybody has a twin out there. So what's the title of that X-File episode? It's like Fight Club, something like that. Okay, it was hilarious. Right. Agent Scully and Mulder being bruised. Fight Club. Okay, it was hilarious. Okay, great comedy episode. X Files. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Mayfly model. Mayfly bacteria model. Okay, so oh boy. In the beginning, one bacteria. Okay, triple fission, right? Right? And parental bacteria, it dies like mayfly. Okay. Okay. Now, triple fission again. Okay, so two times three, so six, and then two parents die. Okay, so now next, four times three, 12. Then parents they die. They're mayflies. Okay, so next. 8 times 3, 24. And parents, they will die. They are mayflies. Mayfly model. Okay. So what does this look like? 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. That's 2 to the n. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. So instead of 3 to the n, it's 2 to the n. Simple enough, right? Okay. Yeah. So this modified population model, okay, when it has finite span, it's just one example, right? So it's like it's not 3 to the n, it's 2 to the n. Okay, it's still exponential, right? Okay. Well, it depends on this lifespan factor, right? Yeah. It's almost like originally is n of t is what n zero times I plus one to the t minus one, something like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. But here you have I plus one minus one, so it's like okay. Well, it depends on the lifespan though. Okay. We have to make some different examples. Okay. What if this mayfly do not live just 1 year, but 2 years? Okay. Yeah. We have to think about that. Okay. So yeah, this lifespan L. Okay. As a constant. Okay. Yeah. Well, possibly is this. Okay. Our fourth draft. Okay. When L is one, yeah, that's that. I don't know if this is correct or not. We put a question mark. Okay. I sleep on this. All right. Yeah. We have to work out some examples. Okay. So what lifespan is 0.5 day instead of 1 day. Right. What if lifespan is 2 years, 1 year, 0.5 year, whatever. Okay. So we have to think about this. Okay. It will take some time to finally figure out this correct equation. But after that, yeah, we're talking about mayflies, right? Who reproduce and die. Mayflies, okay? We're not going to feed them anti-aging drugs, okay? So if we invent anti-aging drug, yeah, we'll just apply to human beings, right? But not to mayflies, okay? No necessary. Yeah, fish, they love mayflies. They're not toxic. They're yummy for fish. Okay, so it's so cool. Yeah, there's some mayflies in Korea too. Harusari, that's how they call them. Fish, they love them. Right? They eat them. Bears, they love mayflies too. Okay. High protein, keratin, whatever. Yummy. Do people eat mayflies? I don't know of any people who eat mayflies, but fish, bears, they love it. Yeah. By the way, President Trump, I like him. Long live the king. Yeah, but Senate trial conviction is nothing. Slap on the hand, alright? So hopefully he keep producing good stuff like Trump, Trump News Network, Patriot Party, whatever. Okay, yeah, we all make mistakes. Okay, so but Senate trial is slap on the hand, so I think he should be convicted. Okay, he's responsible for all that. 7 people's deaths, a lot of people going to jail, losing their jobs. Right. Senate trial conviction is slap on the hand. Okay. But I think he should be convicted in Senate trial. Okay, that's my opinion. Right? But long live the king. Okay, let him keep producing entertainment and good stuff. Okay, so right. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's minus L. Okay, because if this mayfly live longer than 1 day after reproduction, then it should increase the number of population, right? It cannot be minus L. All right, then what is it? I don't know. Maybe -1/L. All right. Hmm. Yeah, 1/, is a division, and minus and division, they're negative. So negative, negative, they cancel out, right? So well, that's our working hypothesis, all right? I don't know. I have to think about this. We have to work out some examples, concrete numbers, right? Yeah, systemic enumeration to discover some pattern, right? That's what we do. Right? In humanological mathematics, yeah, systematic enumeration method. We do that. It's not very brand new, but yeah, our mathematical methodology, systematic enumeration, right? Algebraic and also geometric, right? Yeah, some pattern. We've been doing that way back when, right? Yeah. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes, okay? Yeah, we did enough mathematics. I sleep on this, think about it. I have my paper, notebook, and pencil on my bed, right? So, yeah, I think about it, sleep on it, okay? So, for now, we'll just take 5 minutes break and then talk about something and wrap it up, okay? All right. Yeah. interesting. Mayfly model of population growth. Yeah. We think about it, okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we are brainstorming and also thought experimenting, right? Yeah, Mr. Albert Einstein, yeah, emphasis on relativity, thought experiment, great contribution. Okay, yeah, I learned great deal about from Mr. Albert Einstein, but he was wrong. We are just correcting his errors, special general relativity theories, but he made good contribution. Okay, emphasis on relativity, thought experiment. Yeah, we learned great deal from him. Okay, we give him due credits. Okay, sorry about my hair. Okay, so President Trump, he's just one person. He's only Homo sapiens, right? Yeah, when this Capitol Hill incident went down south, okay, he had to protect himself, self-preserving, selfish. Okay, that's all of us, right? Yeah, some Proud Boys and other far-right groups, maybe they relied upon this expectation of presidential pardon, but he didn't do that. He had to distance himself to save his own person, his family. He condemned his own followers, protesters. Okay. Yeah, so he didn't issue any presidential pardon to these protesters in Capitol Hill, January 6th, 2021. What, 2, 3 weeks ago. Okay. So you should not rely on this celebrity, one person. Okay, President Trump, he's not Jesus. He's not Son of God. He's not God. He's not a saint. He's not worthwhile to be loyal to because he himself is not loyal, right? Yeah, we'll make mistakes. Okay, President Trump make mistakes. Proud Boys, they make mistakes. We will make mistakes, errors because our knowledge is incomplete. We cannot foresee the future, right? We should rely on ourselves, not some another person. They have their own lives to protect. We cannot rely on somebody else. We have to rely on ourselves. Okay. Yeah, work, study, diet, exercise, right? Yeah, martial arts. We cannot rely on somebody else because they have their own lives, friends, family members, their own selves to protect and preserve. They're busy. Okay. President Trump, his own ambition, right? Self-serving, selfish, self-preservation. He's just like us. He's no saint. He's not God, son of God. He's not Superman, superhero. He's not. All right. So he distanced himself from Proud Boys, didn't issue any presidential pardon to Proud Boys in the jailhouse. What a disappointment, right? So yeah, we learned a lesson, okay? Yeah, we cannot rely on President Trump, President Biden, President Obama, whoever, okay? Celebrities. Because they're self-serving. They're only people, Homo sapiens. They're not God, son of God, daughter of God, superhero. No, they're not that. Okay. So we have to protect our own selves. Okay? Because otherwise nobody will. Okay? Yeah. That's why we have to practice martial arts, study, work, empower our own selves. Okay. But when it comes to this Mayfly model of population growth, okay. Yeah, we'll give Mayflower one more day. Okay, that'll be our next example. Okay. We'll give Mayflies one more day to live. Okay. As opposed to, yeah, Mayfly give birth to 2 children and die. Well, how about may fly even one more day. Next day, fourth day, yeah, give birth to two children. Next day, give birth to two children. Third day, it dies. Okay, yeah, there we are next step. Okay, but this episode is over. Okay, so I'm way too hungry. Yeah, I should be self-serving. I gotta eat. I gotta eat. Self-serving, selfish. But hey, after this, yeah, I eat breakfast, watch some maybe X5 episodes, and then go to bed. I sleep on this. Okay, I have my pencil and paper notebook, mechanical pencil, paper-based notebook on my bed. I think about this. I sleep on it. Okay, yeah. We get to the bottom of this mayfly population model. Okay. Because all these PhDs, mathematicians, biologists, okay, they're just, bookish. Just obey, do the homework, take the class, right? They're not capable of thinking outside the box, right? But we are not that, okay? We are secular scholars, private academics. We have academic freedom. We don't rely on grants. We do this as a hobby now, spare time. We go to work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, right? Spare time. Yeah, we do mathematics. Okay. We have academic freedom, all right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Happy Saturday, okay? So, God bless you. Thank you. Okay, bye. Have a nice weekend. Thank you. Bye.